Grand Theft Auto 6. Just the name sends shivers down the spines of gamers everywhere. But with details scarce, speculation runs wild. Tonight, we crack open the rumor vault and delve into the wildest, most wanted theories fans are desperate to see come true. Will we control a criminal mastermind or a daring undercover cop? Will the neon lights of Vice City shine once more, or will we explore a whole new criminal playground? On number 6, we have multiple protagonists. The multiple protagonist system was a stand-up feature in GTA 5, and it was well received by both critics and players. This feature allowed players to switch between 3 different characters, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, each with their own distinct personality, background, and skill set. The success of this system has led many fans to believe that GTA 6 will also adopt or expand upon this approach. By including multiple protagonists, GTA 6 can offer a story told from different viewpoints, providing a richer and more nuanced narrative. Each character can represent a different facet of the game's world, such as law enforcement, the criminal underworld, or the average citizen caught in between. The protagonist stories can be interwoven, leading to complex and compelling interactions. Their individual missions and personal arcs can converge in significant ways, creating a dynamic and interconnected plot. This was seen in GTA 5, where the 3 protagonists frequently crossed paths, influencing each other's lives and the game's overall storyline. Each protagonist can have unique abilities or special skills that set them apart. For instance, in GTA 5, Michael had a bullet time ability during gunfights, Franklin could slow down time while driving, and Trevor had a berserk mode that increased his damage output. Similar mechanics in GTA 6 could offer varied gameplay experiences and strategic depth. Different characters can undertake different types of missions suited to their abilities and personalities. One protagonist might be involved in high-octane heists, another in stealthy infiltration missions, and another in high-speed chases. This variety can keep gameplay fresh and exciting. On number 5 comes time periods. The theory that GTA 6 might span different time periods is one of the most intriguing and potentially transformative ideas circulating among fans. The game could begin in the 1980s, an era characterized by unique fashion, music, and a distinct cultural atmosphere. This period is nostalgically remembered for its vibrant and colorful aesthetics, which would be richly depicted with modern graphics. Players might start as a small-time criminal or an ambitious character aiming to make a mark in the underworld. Initial missions could involve establishing connections, engaging in early drug trade, and small heists. Limited to period-appropriate technology like pagers, old-school computers, and classic cars. Weaponry and communication would reflect the era. Characters would age, and their roles could shift. For instance, a protagonist might start as a young, ambitious criminal and become a seasoned crime boss or a retired veteran dealing with their legacy. Decisions made in earlier periods could have lasting impacts. For example, a rival gang you confront in the 80s might become a major player in later decades, leading to ongoing conflict or alliances. The nature of crime itself would evolve. Early gameplay might focus on traditional organized crime, drug trafficking, and bank heists, while later periods might incorporate cybercrime, sophisticated heists using advanced technology, and dealing with law enforcement's increasing capabilities. On number 4, we will talk about enhanced realism and interactivity. The hope for enhanced realism and interactivity in GTA 6 reflects fans' desire for a more immersive and lifelike gaming experience. Fans are looking for environments that feel alive and are highly detailed. This includes realistic weather patterns, day-night cycles, and seasonal changes. Objects in the environment that can be interacted with or destroyed, such as buildings, vehicles, and even terrain, would add to the realism. Actions taken by the player could affect their character's reputation. Committing crimes might result in a criminal record, impacting how NPCs and law enforcement interact with the player. Significant events caused by the player, such as destruction or major crimes, could have lasting effects on the game world, influencing future gameplay and storylines. Player actions could affect the in-game economy. For example, destroying a business might result in higher prices or fewer services available in that area. Conversations with NPCs could be more nuanced, with multiple dialogue options that lead to different outcomes based on the player's choices. Players could form relationships with key characters, influencing the storyline and unlocking unique missions or rewards based on how these relationships are managed. Characters could show a wide range of emotions through detailed facial animations and voice acting, reacting differently based on the player's actions and decisions. On number 3, we have online mode integration. Fans hope for a game design where switching between single-player and multiplayer modes is fluid and natural. This could mean that the same game world is used for both modes, allowing players to move between solo missions and multiplayer activities without loading screens or significant disruptions. The single-player story could have elements that carry over to the multiplayer world. For instance, decisions made in the story mode might influence the online environment or unlock special multiplayer missions. A persistent online world means that the game world continues to evolve even when individual players are offline. This could involve dynamic events, changes in the game world based on player actions, and a living economy. Actions taken by players in the online world could have lasting impacts. For example, a successful heist might increase security in a particular area, or a player-run business could grow and influence the game's economy. On number 2, we will discuss dynamic weather and natural disasters. The game could feature a range of weather conditions such as sunny days, rain, thunderstorms, fog, snow, and more. Each type of weather would have its own visual and atmospheric effects. Instead of static weather, transitions could be smooth and natural. For example, a sunny day might gradually give way to clouds, followed by a rainstorm. Rain and snow would make roads slippery, affecting vehicle handling and braking. This would require players to adapt their driving style based on the weather. Fog, heavy rain, and snowstorms would reduce visibility, making navigation and certain missions more challenging. Players might need to dress appropriately for the weather. For example, wearing lighter clothing in the heat or equipping a raincoat during storms. In areas modeled after fault line regions, earthquakes could cause buildings to collapse, create fissures in the ground, and trigger landslides. Tornadoes could randomly appear, causing localized but intense destruction, sucking up vehicles, and posing immediate danger to players. On number 1 comes innovative heists and missions. In GTA 5, heists were complex, multi-part missions that required planning, teamwork, and execution. Fans hope that GTA 6 will take this concept even further, making heists more intricate, dynamic, and replayable. Before the actual heist, players might need to gather extensive intel such as security systems, guard patterns, and escape routes. This could involve side missions like tailing suspects, hacking security cameras, or bribing insiders. Players could be tasked with procuring specific tools or vehicles needed for the heist, such as explosives, getaway cars, or disguises. This adds a layer of preparation that impacts the heist's success. Similar to GTA 5, players might need to assign roles to team members, but with more depth. Each role could come with unique abilities and responsibilities, requiring careful consideration of each character's strengths and weaknesses. Dynamic role switching during the heist could be introduced, allowing players to adapt to unforeseen circumstances by switching roles on the fly. We've reached the end of this wild ride through GTA 6 fan theories. Did any spark your imagination? Perhaps you have your own burning desire for the next Grand Theft Auto? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let the speculation continue. Who knows, maybe Rockstar Games themselves are listening.